now. So we're recording now. What? So everything you say is going to be on the record. So yes. Yeah, I just want to welcome everybody again to another free WordPress session. Woohoo!
Good morning.
I'm your host, Paul. so whatever. All right. So I just wanted to let you know that
it's better off
I
doing
can't.
it here. Well, I've got it open.
I can't go too much over time today. I've got to wrap up at around about 11:15 at the very latest because I've got to jump onto another Zoom meeting. So there was something that I wanted to get through. I'll put it out there when I get to it. But I just wanted to do a bit of a section on some news. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you, and let's do this. Everybody can see my desktop, which is awesome. So one of the most important things is, does anybody use the all-in-one SEO pack plugin? Not that you probably would. You'd probably be using Rank Math.
That's right. I'm using Rank Math.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, if so this is the wpvulndb.com website. This tells us what are the latest or the most recent vulnerabilities found in WordPress. So a really good email, a good website to come along and visit, and even sign up for their email alerts to keep on top of any sort of news around what's vulnerable in the in the WordPress space. So
hey Paul, can you throw that link into the chat line, please?
Sure, Neil. Definitely.
Thanks.
No worries at all. Chat. Where is chat? Where's chat? Where's chat? There it is. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So the most notable one, or the most recent, is the all-in-one SEO pack. Has a cross-site script vulnerability, or a XSS, I think. Yeah, and basically it's you need to update that plugin if you're running it. If it's if you're not running the latest version, that is. So that's the most notable one that's come up recently. So, and then we've got a whole bunch of other ones here as well that if you're using, then make sure you update your plugins. Update your plugins anyway. That's just, that's what you should be doing, and your themes as well. And of course, WordPress core, make sure you're keeping that all up to date. So anyway, that's the latest on our for WP vulnerability. Now, I don't know if you've seen this website before. This is one of the main websites I get a lot of my resources from, and all the WordPress news, which is called WordPress Tavern, or wptavern.com. I'll throw that link in the chat as well. And it's really cool. Like, it's just a really good, it's always getting up to date. So I look at this, every night before our sessions every Wednesday, and just to sort of catch up on what's happening. This one's just come through. Unsplash launches official plugin for WordPress. Who uses Unsplash?
I have in the past.
Cool. Well, now there's a plugin. Woohoo!
The only photos are paid photos, though.
I use Canva.
Canva,
the premium one for $17 a month. It's the best money I've ever spent.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, Unsplash is like, if you're using Unsplash, they've so this article is just basically saying that they've launched XWP. They've just launched an official Unsplash plugin, so you can go and install that, and you can then essentially add the Unsplash block into your WordPress editor, and then you just do a search for an image as you would in Unsplash, and it would come up with a a selection of images based on your search, and then you can just import them straight into your blog post, page, wherever, whatever you're putting it in. So yeah.
What's it called again, Paul? The plugin? Unsplash. I can't read the screen. It's not big enough for me to pick up on it.
You got a small screen, hey?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll put the link to the plugin in the chat, and I'll also put a link for the article in the chat as well. So yeah, and it's just it's pretty cool. So I will certainly be.
Okay.
I don't know if it's compatible with like a page builder yet. I'm not sure if it is. I'm not sure if it maybe.
Does it automatically credit the photographer? You know how you have to always credit the photographer and.
Oh, you don't have to with Unsplash images. They're
Okay.
100% royalty free. So it's just basically up to you whether you want to credit them or not. They're not going to track you down and hunt your website down and, you know, demand that you credit their image. So, but it's just up to you whether you want to. So, which is a cool thing about Unsplash. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, that looks very useful.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. Now, what I was going to do is I was going to suggest that I wanted to kind of take you through. Well, first of all, I just wanted to ask you if you wanted to go through the process of setting up a like a contact form, and then sending and basically redirecting that contact form to a thank you page after someone submits the form. But then I was going to personalize that thank you page, pulling in the first name of the person filling out the form. Would you want to see that? Would you be interested, or did you want to do something else?
I'm good with that because I tried to do it through MailChimp and I can't get the personalised, you know, thing on there. So something like that would be good if anyone else is interested.
Yeah,
I've done that kind of thing before, but so I kind of understand how that works. But go ahead.
Cool. So you have actually passed the first name over to a thank you page on your website?
Yes.
Sweet. You didn't learn that from me, did you, by any chance?
No, I just did it myself.
Fair enough. If you're using Elementor, it's much easier to do it. But I understand a lot of people don't use Elementor. So are you using Elementor, Christina, or?
No, I can't use any of those. But the WordPress block editor is the same, I believe, because when I was watching this a couple of weeks ago, you were talking about the new WordPress coming out, and as you were going through, you were showing the block editor, and I do use that, and I really like it. So I think part of it won't be hard for me to sort of do with a new site. If I go self-hosting, I think I'll be all right with that, with the block editor and all that.
Awesome. Well, I was going to kind of try and stick to the demo today, just with the block editor, and using a free form builder. And I was going to use this this Ninja Forms plugin. But there's other ways you can do it as well, with other form plugins as well. So I just wanted to try and keep it very open. And because I use Gravity Forms quite a lot with form building. So, but Gravity Forms is a premium paid for plugin. So I understand a lot of people may not use it, or have bought it. So for the purpose of this exercise, I wanted to use Ninja Forms with another plugin that pulls in the query. The query value that we pass across on the redirect. That may not make sense right now. So, so shall we begin?
Yeah.
Yo.
Go ahead.
All right. So just a caveat, because I use gravity forms a lot, and I just decided to do this before I started the session today. I'm not 100% familiar with how to do it with Ninja Forms, hence why you can see on your on my shared screen. I've got the documentation here in front of me to help me go through the process of creating a form is easy, but I just needed to know how to set up the field key and also I don't even think I need this actually, this query string value. Yeah, essentially this is what we need to get at the end of the day, just this redirect URL. Anyway, let me just get cracking. So I've installed Ninja Form on this demo site, and I've also installed another plugin called Get Params. Get Params is just basically a short code that you can then get query string values, and you can pull them into your page. Probably doesn't make too much sense now, but I'll demonstrate it for you. So first of all, we're going to have to create a new form, but I think there's already one in here. No, I don't want to make it better. I'll just go in and edit this. So when you install Ninja Forms, it automatically creates a form for you, which is just contact me. So anyway, what I need to do is I need to go in and bear with me for a sec while I'm quickly learning text box 1, 2, 3. I think that's the field key that I need. Okay, so first thing you need to do is you need to enable developer mode. Aha. I'm going to tick that box there, form builder dev mode. And we'll go back to dashboard, go back to contact me, go back to the name field, and then we've got a whole bunch of new settings here. And do I have a redirection with the free version? This is a very good question. Advanced display settings, restrictions, calculations. Okay, so this is one of those events where you should have probably done a bit of a demo for oneself beforehand. Email notification, success message. Now, I'm having a feeling that emails and actions, advanced, that's not what I need. I wonder if it's a paid add-on. Ninja Forms a redirection. Oh. Nice. There we go. That's what I needed. Cool. Thanks. Thanks for hanging in with me, guys. So yeah, we needed to turn that redirection on. So there's a little plus icon down in the bottom right-hand corner, which you can add things. Woo! I did not know that. Clearly. Ha ha ha. All right. So we need to. So okay, essentially, so we need to obviously build a form. Then the normal things that we ask for in a form is the name and email and message. So in this case, what I'll do is I'm going to set up the query string on this or query string value on the name option. Yeah, I'll pretty much just go through it and then you can see what it does. So I think I can just I'll just put in the fname value into the name attribute. And then that's what I'll do there. And then emails and actions. So in the redirects, now I'm going to put it on this demo site. So do that and / I'll put thank you / fname equals yeah, what's the value for that? Field text box. Display default value. Fname. Label name and I'm so used to doing this in Gravity Forms. And okay, so default value is fname and label. Okay, all right. So just do that and going to oh dear.
Oops.
Yeah. Oops. Thank you / fname equals. I think I need one of these. Oh, cool. Oh, that's awesome.
So it helps you out.
It helps you out. Nice. Okay, so this is our query string. So fname is the is that form field. Oh, actually, I'll get rid of that. I don't think I need that in there. So under advanced, I've got the custom name attribute. So I've just called that fname, or if I normally just call it fname for a first name, but this is just like a whole name. So I'll just keep it like that. So what I'm going to do is I want to pass this field value, so this name value, I want to pass that across to the thank you page as a query string. So that's what I've created in that redirect, as you can see at the end of this, right? So I'm going to redirect to the thank you page, which I haven't built yet. And then I want to assign this query string and I want to pull in this value here, which is the name field. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yep, it does.
All right, cool. Okay, so now what we need to do is publish this form. And how do I get out of here? Oh, there we go. Thanks.
Trapped.
Sorry?
I thought you were trapped.
Yeah, I thought it was too. Okay, so we're going to just grab that shortcode for the form, and we're going to go over and I'll head into one of these pages. Let me just go into edit this page here. So there's nothing in here at the moment. So I'll just go and add, I think there's a shortcode widget. or a block, I should say. All right, so I'll put that in there like that. Okay, so what else do I need to do?
Well, you want to, where are you sending them to? Are you giving them something, or?
So I need a thank you page.
Yeah.
So I think I've got a thank you down here already, which is not yet populated. Okay, so now this is where it gets a little bit interesting. So once they fill out the form, we don't really want to just show a boring, your message has been sent at the bottom of the form. We want them to go and have an experience, and we want them to take them to a thank you page, and if all goes well, hopefully we can personalize that thank you page as well. So so what I'll do is I'll jump into the Qubely. I don't know if you've used the Qubely page, the block builder yet. This is a really great plugin if you're looking for something to use with WordPress. You can pretty much build all sorts of different sections here. So I am going to just go and what am I going to put in here? So let's just use one of these. How about this one? We'll import this. Look at that. How good is that, hey? Just how good is that?
Mm-hmm.
Just builds out that whole layout for you in a snap. And all right, so this is going to be my thank you page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, so the cool thing about having a thank you page as well is what? Question to the community.
Well, it's a bit of,
sorry.
It's a bit of recognition that after you've done something that you're getting some kind of reward, or, at least a thank you.
Exactly.
Keeps you engaged.
I would use this on my opt-in form, and on this thank you page would be the download link for the freebie that I'm offering.
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
So even if just on a general ordinary contact form, which is ordinarily boring, but people still use them occasionally. So yeah, like you want to take them on a journey, right? So you've obviously they're kind of somewhat interested because they're reaching out, they're inquiring. So and so you want to so it's a really good opportunity to either upsell them, maybe not upsell them, but maybe get them into downloading one of your your checklists or something like that. So take them to the thank you page, thank them for the message, and then you say, hey, while you're here, why don't you do something, take this action, or you might even have an offer on there and say, hey, did you know that we are doing this special deal? And which they might actually go, well, that's actually pretty cool, I'll take that up. So you never know. But yes, it's very important that we give, and having the personalization as well makes it just that little bit extra special. So yeah. All right, now I've got to figure out how to change the color of this text. I think I'm still getting used to this. Did that do it? Sometimes when I'm doing see, look at that. It's white there, but it's not white there, and it's big there, and it's not big in the build. So there's still a few little glitches that I find sometimes. Anyway, getting back to the point. So I need to now get my get Params. So this is the plugin I'm using to get the parameter name. So all we're doing is basically just using this particular shortcode here from the plugin. So again, get params, and we're using this short code here, and we're just going to pop that in the That's really awesome. Let me just go and paste. Sometimes when you're copying and pasting from like here, you're going to be bringing across a bunch of code that you don't really need. So what I did there is I just went and opened up a new browser, pasted what I copied what I pasted, and then just to clean it up. And yeah, I hope that makes sense.
Yeah,
okay, so I don't know whether you can see that, but yeah, all right, you can see that now. So I'm putting the value that I put into the form previously, which is the fname value.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully what will happen is when the form is submitted, then it will take me to the thank you page as the redirection is set up. And then it should say thank you, and then it should have my name, the name that I put into the form display. So let's go ahead and test this now. So, well, actually, what I can do is I can test it here. So at the end of this, I can just put I can put the query string in. So I'll just put fname equals, say, Paul, and then there you go.
Right.
Or fname equals Judy. Yeah. So that's all good. Now, now what I want to do is I want to go to, I think it was under contact full width. Cool. Here's the form. Let's give this a crack. So, all right. So I'm going to put Neil. Doesn't matter about the email address. I'll just put test@test.com. And message is, I hope this works. ... Please make this work. All right. Okay.
Little prayer.
Yeah, I don't know how to put a prayer fav icon in here unless I go and copy and paste it. But all right, so let's do this, shall we? Let's submit and see what happens. Submitting. Processing. Ha!
Ah,
Huzzah!
success.
Success. So that's it. That's how you create a customized, personalized thank you page using a form redirect, using Ninja Forms and a plugin called Get Params, which is totally awesome. And that's how you can do it 100% for free. Woohoo!
Well done.
And then, of course, all those that have Elementor,
Yes.
we can do this as well using the Elementor. If you're using the Elementor form builder,
yep,
then you would do something similar in the sense of when you set up the form and you go into the form actions and you or actions after submit, I think it is.
Yep.
And then you set you choose the redirect option.
Oh, okay.
So
perfect.
Okay.
That's and then, but when you
still got to create the link.
You still need to, yeah. So on the
so will you still have to have the Params?
You wouldn't need the Get Params plugin because if you've got the you can basically use the dynamic content tag to pull in that value. So yeah, it's basically a
use dynamic.
what's it called? It's a, yeah, use the dynamic tag, but then you choose the, what's it called? It's like get parameter or something like that. I can't remember if that's the correct terminology, but yeah, you choose that, and then it, and then you just put in the field value, which is, because you in the field, like say the first name or the name field, you go to the advanced tab, and then you've got to go and set I think you've got to go and set the field value. You got to put in a value for it, or is it already in there? No, I normally change the like the name value of the first name field, or the name field, to F name. I don't know why I do that. I think I just, I do that because, why do I do that?
Because it's easy to remember what it is.
Yeah.
Well, I know that with the get params, a note about the get params one is that you have to change the value. You can't just use name as the value.
Right.
So use F9. Okay.
You have to have whatever value you want, but it has to be different than name, because WordPress reserves that query name or that value. So I know for personal experience that if you use that value, you're not gonna get this using the get params plugin. So you have to change the value of the field to something else, like if it's first name, or
makes sense. F name.
It could be anything. It could be like Bob, whatever you want to call
just not name.
Just not name, yeah. For that's just for the. I think that also applies actually for Elementor as well. And I think that's why you end up you have to change it. Anyway, I've done a if you go to YouTube and type in personalized thank you page Elementor, I think that's what it is. You'll see a video here called how to personalize Elementor thank you page. Oh, it's by WP Genie. And it's not amazingly good quality. It's a bit blurry, but yeah, I explain how to go over that with Elementor.
Okay.
So just to save time today, that'll probably be the best one to watch. So so that's that's how you personalize a thank you page. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, very good, very good.
So, and it's all to do with this query string. That's what we call query strings. Anything that has a
a field attribute.
A field attribute, and you want to bring that, you want that to do something on the page, or bring in a particular value on the page. So so that's it. And
beauty.
Yeah, so
thank you, Neil.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Neil. Yeah. I started playing around with the idea of sending personalized like gift card, like not gift cards, but I mean you could do it, but yeah, like you could set up personalized, say happy birthday landing pages. So, and all you do is you just basically just put in the F name, and then whatever the F name is. So, let's go Frank. So you could, all you're doing is basically sending them that link, and then they open up the page and it's just got their name there. So you can have happy birthday, Frank, or whatever.
Wow, that's nice.
You can have, some animation or something on there, or Just to, you know, do something a little bit different. So you could just set up a real basic standard, you know, landing page on your website, and and make that sort of a real personalized experience. So that's what I thought you could use it for. And you know, just somebody's having a birthday on Facebook or something, you could, or they may, or you could have a potential client that you're trying to win over, and you want to send them something a little special. You could just. What is that?
What's that?
That's my bird going silly.
Oh.
In the ivory, eh?
What was it? A bird?
It's a notification tone.
Okay. As in from your light bird. Your light bird is giving you notifications.
You've just given me an idea, Paul. I've got this issue with people in my my Facebook group, wanting to have a birthday message. And of course, I don't know when their birthdays are. And I'm not going to go through 20,000 people and figure it out. So we had a system where someone who had a birthday would send a personal message to one of the admins of the group, and we would do something, but it all got a bit much with too many people. So I'm just thinking, is there some way I can use a page on my website with a preset video in there, and add their name and just post that? I just have to, I wouldn't have to do this. All I have to do is edit the page with their name on it, and put a link to that page into the Facebook group.
Yeah.
Except everyone gets the same message.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's not quite working out. I don't know. I'll figure that out.
It's still better than, I guess, just your normal everyday generic birthday message or something on Facebook. I don't know. Just you can definitely play around with the idea. But the whole idea is that you want to try and you want to take people off your Facebook page and get them interactive on your website. So
yes,
that could be a really good way of doing that, to really get them off that platform and
into email.
Yeah,
and into an email.
It's not sort of set up properly yet for me to promote it on my Facebook group yet. I've got a couple of exciting things happening. I've got a lady in Canada who does the very, very, very best Outlander fan videos. She's doing me a special video. I've got one of the actors who was in season 3, season 4, who is doing me an article. And I've got somebody else in Argentina doing something for me. See, the family does these things for each other. The family, as we say.
The family, nice.
So I'm going to have a bit of a launch.
You might be impressed. You may not be impressed. I don't know. You may not even care, but you probably will. But I actually ended up watching the first episode of Outlander.
See, well, what about the rest?
5,000.
There's 66 more episodes.
Yeah, I'm still sort of not sure whether I want to continue. I don't. Yeah.
Oh no, you need to watch to at least you need to watch season 1. Things get very different. You're just easing yourself into the story. You're just trying to figure out what the hell is going on in episode 1, because Claire's trying to figure out the same thing.
Yes. Yeah. All right. I'll stick at it.
Paul, I've got a couple of quick questions.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah. Now, we've installed reCAPTCHA finally. Does that negate the need for something like Akismet anti-spam? So we've got 3 different forms. We've got a comments form, an opt-in form, and a contact form, and reCAPTCHAs on each of those. So I'm going, well, do I need to pay for Akismet?
That's a really good question. Because it's validating the reCAPTCHA is validating whether somebody is a bot or not.
Yep.
On a form submission or
yep.
and to submit a comment form is, I guess, the same thing. So
yeah.
But even a real person can spam you.
Yeah.
Totally.
I guess I will wait to see if I do get spammed by a real person, because I've stopped the bots, I guess, with reCAPTCHA. If a real person wants to spam me, I mean, I'm open right now. I'm just starting. So, I haven't got 20,000 people on the site yet.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out when we come to it. Yep. That's a good point, Judy.
So, yeah, I don't know, just turn off Akismet or whatever. And then,
well, I haven't paid for it yet. So it's sitting there, but I haven't paid for it. And I'm just going, I'm conscious of the fact that I don't want plugins that I don't need. So I'm really keeping that tight. But I will, that's a possibility.
Yeah, just see how you go as you build.
Yep. And
because one thing in comments, Robin, people who want to spam you, they put links in there and stuff like that, where Akismet would recognise if there's X number of links and it just classes it as spam straight off.
Okay, cool. That's good. Thank you.
Plus, it'll probably, because Akismet works off like a full database, so they're constantly collecting IPs and from known spams and spam bots.
And there's the comment blacklist of words.
Right.
You got that filled out?
Yep.
With all the words you don't want to think about, you put them in there.
Yeah.
You have to get a little bit vulgar to begin with, start. There is a list I think you can go and download.
Yeah, there is.
Download blacklist words.
On with the Akismet plugin.
No, just within WordPress. Just within the commenting system of. So when you go to settings discussion, you see a box down here, comment blacklist.
Comment blacklist.
Okay.
Yeah, if it contains those words.
Yep. Got it.
So you can put, bad word here.
There's probably
bad word.
Yeah.
Bad word. Bad word.
Bad word.
Very bad word.
Very bad word. Extremely bad word. Word I would never say in real life. That sort of stuff.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
It's just you can go to Google and just type in
bad words.
comments.
Blacklist.
Words. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. And just ultimate comment blacklist for WordPress. Gotta love Google.
List of words to blacklist in your WordPress site.
Thank you.
Or ultimate comment blacklist in WordPress. I guess that's and I think you can just download. You just download a
file
whatever.
Yep. Okay. Terrific.
Some sort of virus infected file. All right. Any other questions?
There's probably a plugin for that too. It just puts them in.
There probably is. You're right. Yeah.
There's a plugin for everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't want a million plugins because I hear people.
I know.
The second question is we're still playing with our blog post template, and we've got it's like, will this thing ever get up and running? We've got 2 columns now. The second column I guess the question is, how do ads go into those
Second column.
to that second column? How do you actually get ads in there? Do you have to
From
have
Google
a plugin
Ads?
for that? Sorry.
Probably have a plugin for that. There's a plugin.
Yeah.
Sounds like a widget.
Is it
Yeah, but you have to put the widget into the
template? Would you have to put the widget into the template to have ads come in there later?
So this is for your blogs, right? So
Yeah.
You've got a sidebar for your blog. Is that?
Yes, you've got the main section for the blog post, and then the side section on the right hand side for
section.
And you're using Elementor to build out the template.
Yes.
Yeah. So in the sidebar.
Yep.
Sorry. So you can go and build you can either build it within the template, or you can build it in the sidebar in the widgets, and then use the sidebar element in Elementor to pull in, to basically say which sidebar you want to display in the sidebar. So you can either build your sidebar in the widgets area, or you can just build it directly into the template. It's up to you.
Or you can just download a block with it already in there.
So are you talking about, like, say, AdSense and stuff from Google Ads? And
I guess so. I haven't even looked at it yet, but I guess that would be it. Yeah.
Some of it.
I mean, it's been a while since I've used, but I think they just give you a bit of code, and then you just pop that into. You can either put that into an element, like a HTML element for WordPress, like in Elementor, I should say.
Yeah.
And in, if you're going to use the sidebar option, then you might just use the custom HTML block or widget,
I see.
and just drop all your
pop your code in there.
Yeah. So it really depends on on how you're structuring that. So
the sidebar is a widget. Oh, okay. Now he's got it. He's right. He's off again. He was trying to do columns in the template, and I went, no, it just doesn't sound right. But Paul will know. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what I'd do without
what all the
Paul.
bloody widgets are.
Yeah, so it just depends on how you want to do it.
That's perfect. Thank you very much for that.
Cool. Excellent. Any other questions?
I'm done. Thank you.
I had a really quick question about a very simple thing. Tags. Having just fixed up 424 posts, I'm kind of familiar with tags.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, do I really want visitors to see the tags that I have on a post? And what's the benefit of A, having them, and B, having them visible?
Yeah, back in the day, tag clouds were pretty popular. Yeah, you'd see in the sidebars of your blog posts and blog archive pages, like a whole bunch of tags. And some would be like a lot bigger, and then the bigger ones
based on it's about number of tags, right?
It'll be based on the most popular tag, I guess, or the most popular content that's associated to that tag. So but yeah, since the days of I don't really think that they're that.
They don't have really an SEO purpose, do they?
Visually important. SEO purpose. Don't know.
I'm thinking, what are they good for? It's
tags. What are you good for?
Good for.
I think this. I mean,
tags are still. Are they outdated?
Well, they're still in the ecosystem, so I don't think they're outdated. Because it allows you to connect content that isn't technically compatible, but they might have some similarity in some way. So, like for example, you might have like the color red as a tag, and then for a shop, for example, and then you could have the color red, that tag associate to like a t-shirt and a pair of shoes that could potentially have the color red in them. So it just allows you to sort of attribute things to common items.
Was that in the widgets you put in a sidebar? Was that a tag cloud there?
Yeah, normally that's, I think it's tag cloud.
Yeah, okay. All right.
And then you
Well,
you can choose your taxonomy based on tags or categories.
Yeah.
So I think it kind of maybe still is relevant for SEO, because then it helps Google, because there's also archive pages for tags as well. So like within the structure of WordPress, like you got category archives, but you've also got tag archives.
Okay.
And it just allows, like, most people will search by a certain keyword and then everything will pop up based on that keyword. But the tag cloud allowed people to go, oh yeah, like I want to select that keyword and just see all the content that's related to that. So so yeah.
Okay. So they've still got a useful purpose.
I'm guessing so, but I don't really see the tag cloud being used much anymore these days. But it's still there.
I'll just interrupt. I can read a web analytics definition for it.
Yeah.
In digital analytics, a tag is an element included on each web page to be measured. The tag is a small piece of code that is inserted into the page source code. It allows the third-party analytics tool to log connections onto its server. In digital analytics, the tag is used to refine analysis using segments. So obviously, it's got a purpose. I noticed, for an example, I jumped on a website, and usually if you hit the right key, you can view the source code. He disabled it, which I found quite interesting. Obviously, they didn't want to share that information.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Thanks for sharing that, Neil.
Okay, so I feel like I'm not wasting my time putting tags in there. Okay.
No, some of the definitions back up further. It says that it's unique information about a person and on-site behaviours about the organisational digital properties. So obviously Google would tap into that in some respect.
Okay.
But it may be way down the list of priorities in terms of ranking. It could be just added information somewhere along the line rather than really important information.
I might pop a tag cloud into this reconstructed site and just see what it looks like, just for my own interest, because it's not sort of public yet. I'll have a look and see what it looks like.
Yeah, just do, I don't know, you can just do a search on, I just did a search in Google of the value of WordPress tags. And it just comes out, WordPress tags and categories play a crucial role in organizing your site's posts properly. They can help you get better ranking on Google and other leading search engines.
Okay. Oh, well, that's got a value then. That's good.
It's just all about structure, I guess. Comes back to that, the way that you structure your information, like the pillars. I guess the pillar philosophy. Where you have your pillared content.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Okay, thank you. What's my question for the day?
Cool. All right. Well, I gotta rush. I gotta dash. So yeah.
Thanks again, Paul. Fabulous content. Great.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yep. Thanks, Paul. And don't forget to give me a call.
Yeah, I haven't. Sorry,
you haven't responded. You're all right. I know you're busy.
Is it majorly important?
No, it's just catch up.
Cool. Yes. All right. I'll give you a call after my my meeting today.
Okie dokie.
Or my meeting just in a moment. So cool. But thanks for jumping on. It's good to see you.
No, thank you.
Kind of blending
Catch you guys.
into that green.
It's only you
Thanks.
and I. No, Judy's
Thanks,
still here.
everybody.
Judy's still
Thanks,
around, yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Bye.
right, Judy.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
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 Oh, it's only us.
It is.
That's
now,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just learning the ins and outs with Zoom, and but I've been very busy with doing this electrical contracting course, and of course setting this place up.
Ah, cool. That's what you've been doing. Nice.
Yeah. It's now 4 nights a week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So and I've decided to drop off going up to Brisbane for the 2 weeks during that time. It's just an overlap on the 2 courses.
Okay.
Yeah. What have you been up to? You got time, or you got to shoot off?
Yeah, I got to shoot off. Yeah, well, let's have a chat after. I'll give you a call after my meeting. If you're still free,
Yeah,
in
I'll be
about
free.
an hour's,
Yep,
maybe an
cool.
hour's time.
Too easy. All right, mate.
Cool. All right.
Catch ya.
See you
Bye.
soon. See you, mate.